Hello friends, welcome on my YouTube channel. So in this video, I'm discussing with you how to create this type of web template. Okay, so here I have added the background video is in my home page. Okay, so this all are the navigation menu with this all the social icons. Okay, there is an button and some content. Okay, now I am going for the services section. So see, this all are the services section with this hover effect. Okay, then the designing concept with this image and the hover effect with the there is an one title and there is an one button. Okay, so next I have the team section. In the team section there is an one image and some content with the button and the team members. Okay, and at the last section I have created the context section. Okay, with this particularly form design with the submit button and the copyright options. Okay, so see, this also I have given the navigation using the JavaScript. Okay, page navigation using JavaScript. So see this template design. Okay, so now background music also it is available. Okay, so if you are new on my YouTube channel, then please go and subscribe the channel that is the name as a knowledge place KP. Okay, so let just start our creation of this web template. I have already created the folder that is name it as an interior design web template. Okay, so in that I am using the font awesome 4.7.0 that I have already downloaded that particularly file for this icons. Then this all are the images that I am using. Then also there is a video. This all these images I am copied over are here, and there is one index.html file and there is a CSS file. Okay, so I already opened that folder over here, and this is my HTML file and this is my CSS file. So let's start to create this web template. So first of all, I am creating my HTML content. So I am giving the name it as an interior design web template. Okay, so now we go for the body section. So here I'm creating first the header section. In header section I have taken one div class that is named as an interior back. Okay, and video tag. So let's just give the okay. So here in this I'm not giving this. Here I am only set the autoplay and creating the loop of that video. So my video is already going to start all this time, and the class that I am taking as a video back to set this all the property of my video, and there is one place in line. Okay, so here I am using the source tag. In source tag I'm giving the src path of my video that is an okay sorry that is name it as an interior. Okay, so my video is added and the type format I have to head over right here. So type is equal to which type of the video it is. So video slash my video, that is an mp4. So I have to define the type always. Okay, so here my video tag is closed. After completing this, here I'm creating the another div section that is name as in logo, the name of that template. Okay, sorry, the header. Okay, so there is an h1 tag. In h1 tag there is an which name we have to decide, interior. Okay, interior dot. Okay, so next I have to create my navigation menu ul greater than li into 4 greater than a, sorry, here the reason y, so greater than a. So let just my all this navigation menu is created, so I have to display it only the name. Here that is in my home section, then services section, then my project section, then also I have an projects, then there is an about section, and the last that is an contact section. Okay, so my name is completed here. Okay, so here firstly I am linking my css file, that is in style dot css, and also here I am linking my font awesome file, there is in font awesome css, and then font.min.css. so after completing this new tag, there is a my social icon, so div dot social. Okay, and here I am adding the Facebook square, and then Instagram. Okay, then which icon I have, LinkedIn, yes, LinkedIn and Twitter, LinkedIn square, and the last that is an Twitter. Okay, Twitter square. Okay, so this should be done now. So our div section is, after completing this particularly my div section, so we are going for the styling part. So let just style our content first. So here the okay, so now I am going for the Google font. Okay, so in a Google font I am using the some special font that is in name, it is in Arimo. Okay, so let just start to add. Okay, so this font I am using. Okay, so this tab. Okay, so importing this particularly in my CSS. Okay, so here I am copying this. Now I'm setting margin and padding should be 0 for using the universal selector. Padding should be 0. Okay, and the font family I'm setting for all this web template is in this, so I'm copying this font family rule directly from here. So let's just copy first. Okay, so now we are going for this particularly class that is named as an interior pack. Okay, so dot control v and we go for this. So background, I'm using the background, the reason I'm giving the RGB format, that is a name 0.3. Okay, so and the height of my video, that is in 100 vh. Okay, after completing this particularly class, that is a video back, so position should be absolute. Okay, then right should be 0, bottom should be 0, minimum width 100%, and minimum height is also 100%. Okay, and z index property should be 1. Okay, no, there is in -1, sorry. Okay. Okay, now we have the next class, so let's just see this. First of all, can we go to see this first? So here my video is set, and this all this my navigation menus, my social icons, and my heading of this particular template. So go for this logo class, so logo. So now we are working for this. Display should be inline flex. Heading property should be 20 pixel and 15 pixel. Okay, top to bottom 20 pixel and 15 pixel from left and right. Now for H1, so let's just design our header part, that is in 14 pixel. Font size should be 14 pixel. Color should be white. Okay, and font weight is a bold. Heading property we are setted. We are going to set for 0, 100 pixel from right, 0 pixel from left, and top bottom, and left should be 0 and right pixel should be 100 pixel. And the text transformation property here is the uppercase. So let's just check our content. So our background, okay, interior should be should be same, it doesn't like this. Okay, I muted this because some time, then after completing ready my template, I'm muted off. Okay, so now we are going for our next section after completing this navigation menu. So let's just start logo, new, UL, so list style should be none. Okay, then the text align all this text align should be center. Okay, then heading property is 15 pixel from top, 10 pixel from right, 0 pixel from bottom, and 25 pixel from left. Display is in inline block content. Okay, font family, that is same, and text transformation should be in uppercase. Okay, let's just see. Now our next section, so let's go start first. So text decoration none. Okay, font size is a 20 pixel. and the color property should be white. Okay, and now for the same I am creating the hover effect for my navigation menu. So hover color is just a minute, I have to check this color. Okay, color is a hexadecimal code. I have to write this. No, this not. Okay, this color. Okay, and the transition 0.5 second is C. Okay, so see this, all this navigation that should be same at us. Okay, now we are working for the social icons. So move on our next step, that is in our next class, social class. So dot logo dot social class. So heading I have to set first, because a pixel from top, 30 pixel from right, 0 pixel from bottom, and 17 pixel from left. Okay, the float property should be right. Then font size, that is a 25 pixel, and the color is a white. Okay, so now let's move on the for the far class dot logo dot social dot far, border is a 1 pixel, solid black. No, there is a no border on my content, so border should be no. Sorry, border property is a none. Okay, background color is an okay, and border radius I have to add, that is in 10 pixel. No, there is in 15 pixel. Sorry, and padding should be 10 pixel. Okay, so just check first our content. Okay, now it is good. Let's move on the hover effect. So transition, no, transition, transform property I have to use, transform scale 0.8. Now I have to use the transition property. Transition should be 0.5 second. Okay, and the background, just a minute, how to check my content. Okay, there is a no background color, so save it and let's just check what is the problem place. Why my icon is not showing? Yes, now it is good. See the scaling property. Okay, so where this section is ready, now we are working on this particularly next section. So I have to design first, so let's just do the HTML first, then we are moving on the next sections. Okay, so after completing my this, or class name it as a logo division section, here I am creating the horizontal rule or horizontal line. There is an, after completing this, there is a division section is an interior content. Okay, then there is an p tag, sorry, so I'm copying this, Control C, Control V here. Now there is an h1 tag. So design your space. I'm removing the dots, and here there is my button. Okay, so for this div dot button class, and then there is an anchor tag I'm using, href is equal to hash okay, so and the name it is explore design. Okay, and after completing my this anchor tag, there is in one another division section that I am created, that name it is in given name boot. Okay, so this for this division section I am creating because see here you can see the hover effect. Okay, so for this particularly design I am creating this second division section in this particularly button class, button division class. Okay, so here our content is ready, so our section 1 should be on the end type. So let just design our content now. So dot interior back, there is my HR tag, the width should be 100% and color property is in white. Okay, what is the problem? Okay, so just see this. And now after that, now we are moving on our interior content. So this class name, Control C, and here Control V, padding property, top and bottom 0, 15 pixel for left and right, color should be white, color is white, font family that is same, that I am setting here, and text transformation property is uppercase. Okay, so now we go for the P tag. Okay, so here I am copying the P tag, and padding property is 17 pixel from top, 0 pixel for left, 20 pixel for bottom, and 0 pixel for right, because I have already set it top and bottom, in this particularly section. Okay, then font size is a 20 pixel, and the letter spacing property using that is in 1 pixel, the space between this between each letters. Okay, font size, and here the some font weight property I have to use first. Font weight is in 500. Okay, and letter spacing and font size. Okay, I have to increase this. Let's check first. I have to do this. Okay, that's what done. Now we are going for the H1. So copying this and pasting here. There is an H1. Okay, so adding property 17 pixel 0 20 pixel and 0. Okay, here I have to set, remove this, and here there is an 16. Yes. Okay, now okay, bit good now. The next we have font size is on 16 pixel, letter spacing property 1 pixel. Okay, so our content is ready. Yes. Okay, so now we are working on our next, that is our button. Okay, so first of all we are working for button class. So width is 200 pixel, then height is 15 pixel, border property that is in 2 pixel solid gray color, then float left, text align property is a center, box sizing is a border box, position that is in relative, I have to set it, then color is black. Okay, so let's just check first. Okay, text align center, not it at going in the center format. Okay, I have to write for a anchor tag first. Now okay. Font size is a 16 pixel. Okay, color that is in white, no, anchor tag color is a black, text decoration none, line height that is in 15 pixel, text transformation is a uppercase, Z index is a 1. Okay, and we just set this. Okay, now we are moving our next part, that is for the this inner class, that is an board class. So for the hover effect I have to set the properties of this board class. width is a 200 pixel, height that is a 15 pixel, top minus 15 pixel, then position absolute, z index is -1. Okay, and background color, no, there is no background color, so I have to check here. My border color is not here, the gray. Here there is my hexadecimal baby 140. Okay, so now I am creating here the button hover effect. Button hover boot top is a 0. Okay, now here I have set that the position is absolute. Background color, no, not at all. Here I have to set the position is relative. Now there is a no hover effect. Why? Button hover, then this clause top is a, so I have to set here the background color BD1D4D. Okay, and I have to set the transition effect for this particular report class. So here transition is set at all 0.5 second easy. Okay, and yes, here I have to add the overflow in a hidden. Okay, so okay, our color is done now. Okay, our button is going to be done. Now we are working for the next section. This is services section. Okay, so now we are designing this particularly section first. Okay, so after this is my service section. So my next section dot interior service, name it as an, and also I have to set here the ID services. Okay, so div dot integer section, my heading, sorry, there is an history I am using. Heading is I'm copying from this what we offer, Control C, Control V, then I have to remove this dot and my next that is an div class as an integer inner box. Okay, so before this there is another div section, integer services box. Okay, and in this particularly section there is another div section that is named it as an integer services container. Okay, so first we design our services icon. So see this, okay, this icon we are going for this icon. Now div dot services icon that is in far diff case. Okay, div dot services title name it is an h2 sorry design idea. Okay, after completing this section, div dot services desk. Okay, there is my all this lorium contains, so I'm copying this. Pasting here. So sorry, speaker ptech. Okay, this is in second line. So this my first card is ready. Now I am going to be popping this services container division class. Okay, this particularly class, control C, and after completing control V, then control V and control V 4 times. Okay, there are the 4 boxes here you are showing here. Okay, so I am copying this 4 times. Okay, so my first section is ready. Now I am only changing my far icons. Okay, so there is a far line chart. Okay, the title it is an best interior. And this content is same. Okay, so I'm closing this. Now I'm changing my services icon that is in far home. Okay, home decor. Okay, then the last that is in H square. Far H square. Okay, and the name is plain. I have to say this plain and modern. Okay. Okay, so let's just check our content and again then we are going to design. Okay, so see our icon is ready, our content is ready. Now we are moving our CSS part. So let's just start our designing. So here okay, So move on the next part, that is an interior service. Copying this. Margin is a 15 pixel from top and bottom, 0 pixel from left and right, and for H3 color, this padding I have to set, that is in 20 pixel from all the sides. Font size is at 20 pixel, and text align is a center. Okay, so now we are going for our H1. Heading property should be 20 pixel from top and bottom, 0 pixel from left and right. Text align property is a center, and the font size is a 15 pixel. Okay, so let's just check our part. Okay, so see, this particular content is done. Now we are working on our boxes. Okay, so let's just first class integer inner box, width is a 100%, maximum width I am setting 400 pixel, padding is a 10 pixel from top and bottom, 0 pixel from left and right, and overflow is a hidden. Okay, then our next class, that is we are going for our next class. After completing this inner box, I have an integer services box class. Okay, Control C, and here Control V. So display as an flex wrap should be wrap, justify content in a center, and padding property is a 0 pixel. Okay, our content is done. Now we are going for this particularly class, the next class, that is an integer service container. So maximum width is a 210 pixel, margin is in 10 pixel, border is a 1 pixel, solid gray, padding property is in 17 pixel from top and bottom, and 20 pixel is for left and right. Text align should be center, cursor property is in pointer. Okay, let's just check. Okay, so see, our design is going to be ready now. Now we are working on our container class. So there is a services icon class. So let's move on. Services icon, that is color is okay, color, and font size is in pixel. I have to for a services icon. Okay, now we have a services title class. Control V, Control Z. I have to check first. Okay, so our icon is done. All these icons should be same. Okay, because I am setting the same class on all this container. Okay, so our title is a padding is in 20 pixel from top and bottom and 0 pixel for left and right. Text transformation property, sorry, is uppercase. Font size is a 50 pixel and the font weight is bold. Okay, so see this. Now we are going for this our next part, that is services ducts. That is font size is a 13 pixel. Okay, so now we have to create this hover effect. So here I'm creating the hover effect for this. So I have to create the animation for this. So keyframe section, zero percentage. The transform is a rotate 180 degree. And 100 percentage transform rotate as in 360 degree. Okay, now I have to give this animation for hover effect. So here, where is my container? So I have to give the animation for this. Hover effect. So animation name, that is in section 0.7 second is C. Okay, and there is an border property, Excel solid. Okay, and I have to give the transition here. Transition property is a 0.5 second easy. Okay, so let's move and check our content. See, now why my color is not changing? Okay, now it works. Okay, so after completing this particularly section, now we have to design our next section. This all the images. Okay, there is some heading and our next section, the section 3. Let's move on our next section. So now let first design this particularly class, sorry, this particularly section, that is in section 3. Section 3. So section, the name it as a dot integer row, and an ID, name, project. Okay, so this section is to start P. So div class, so I have to create this integer project, and there is a division class, that is integer row, and div class dot integer column, and there is a column we have image, right? So I have to keep this part image src is equal to name it as a home.jpg, and there is a class division dot integer contained, that I have an title, that is home interior, sorry, home interior, and there is a button, so button dot class name as in button 1, okay, explore, there is one space and sp, and far angle, far right, sorry, right angle, far angle right, okay. So my button is done now. Okay, so I'm copying this division, Control C, and here Control V, the 2 times, and changing this office interior, office.jpg, and name it as an interior should be same, and here I have to give the office interior, okay. The source, I have to change this hotel, okay, let's just check first. So our images is ready, okay, with the button explore. There is a mistake in the spelling. So now explore, I have to change in explore, okay. So let's just start our designing part, move on our next section. That is in section 3. So our first class, that is an integer pro. So I am copying this, Control C and Control V here. So margin is the 10% or 100 pixel from 5%. I have to check this for this particularly margin. Okay. Integer. So now we are working on this particularly P section. So integer pro P tag, adding bottom is a 13 pixel, font size 18 pixel, text align center, color this particularly color, that is same for all this. In my font weight is bold. Okay, so I have to check first, because yes, now we are working for this each one. So let's just copying this, adding bottom, that is 15 pixel, font size 16 pixel, text align the center. Okay, so now move on our next section, that is an integer row. So dot integer row, display is a flex, and justify content is a space between. Okay, then integer column class. So flex, I'm setting the flex spaces. Okay, flex spaces is a 30%. Okay, border radius is a 10 pixel, margin bottom is a 13 pixel, then padding property should be 10 pixel, position that is relative, and also the overflow is hidden. For the image, width is in 100%, height is also 100%, and display is in a block. So how to check this? Okay, so images is done with this. Okay, now after completing this, we have to move on over this particularly class, that is our integer content. So background is transparent, then height is 100%, width is also 100%, Position is absolute. Top should be 0. Left is also 0. Okay, so move on this. Okay, so see over all this content. Okay, so let's move on our next that is integer content h3. For h3 width is 100%, font weight is 500, color is white, then font size is 25 pixel, bottom should be 0, left is in 45%, transform translate x is in 15 pixel. Okay, position is in absolute. Okay, position I am setting is in absolute. Opacity I am setting it as in 0 for content. Okay, let's just check. Okay, so our content is not hidden, so I have to check first. So 1, okay, so see this. Now here I have to create integer content over for h3 content. So bottom is in 15% and opacity is 1. Okay, and here I have to set transition 0.5 second. Easy. Okay, so let me just check this. So here I am set it border radius 10 pixel. Okay, now it could be done. Okay, so our content is, now we are working on our button class. So let's just start our button design. So integer content dot button 1, width is a 200 pixel, height is a 15 pixel, border is none, font size is 80 pixel, background is this, that is same, load left, then text align center, should be 0. And I have to set left. Okay, left is 14%. Firstly, I have to set the position absolute. Position absolute or city, it is also 0. And color is white. And transform property, translate minus 13 pixel, translate x, yes, translate x. Okay, so let's just first set opacity 1 and check where is our button. Here. Oh no, there is first I have to check this. Yes, it could be done, but what is the problem? That isn't left. I have to set 35%. So let's just check first. Okay, it could be done now. Now here there is an opacity is a 0. And here I have to set integer content over effect for this button 1. Bottom 30% and opacity 1. Okay. Yes, here I have set the transition here. Just set here the transition. Transition should be 0.5 second. Let's see. So let's just check now. What is the problem? Okay, now it is done. Okay, so content, I have to create the content effect. So integer content here. Over effect for this, for the content. So background is RGBA 24. I have set it by my own, so I'm just write it down, my RGBA property 4 and 0.3. okay, so now move on. See, so this could be done. Now let's move on our next section, that is in section 4. So let's just check first. After completing this section, we have this section. Okay, now okay, section 4. Section dot class name is an integer about, int about. Okay, integer, sorry, integer about, short form as in and it is in about, okay, div dot integer, sorry, not integer, it is an interior about content div dot interior about inner content. Okay, so my h2 this open this, sorry, over team. Next, so h1 control C. Okay, so after completing this, I have to copy this class, this button class. So control C and control V, and here the name, it is in contact us. Okay, so here my this particularly class is complete. So after this class there is an one div class interior about inner content. There is an image src is equal to home.jpg and all is equal to the keyword. Okay, home image. Okay, so let me designing this section 4. So our class, I have to section this. First, this class integer about, so dot margin top and bottom is percentage and 0 from left and right, and this integer about content adding property 18 pixel from top, 0 pixel from right, left 100 pixel. Okay, display as an inline flex. Now we have this particularly class, so width is setting the 45 pixel and height setting that is on 16 vh for the display content, and we are working for this. So in this class, and here control V H2 adding property is in 25 pixel from left top and bottom and 0 pixel from left and right. Font size is 18 pixel and color is BB1D4, it is particular color. Now we are working for this H1, so let's copy this, Control V, and here the name changing, the tag name I am changing, that is an H1. So adding property is in 25 pixel from top and bottom, 0 pixel for left and right. Font size is a 15 pixel. And font weight is a bold. Okay. Now our next the same class, but the element name should be changed. The element name is T. So adding property setting, that is in 20 pixel from top and bottom, 0 pixel for left and right. Color is gray. And font weight is bold. Okay, and let's check first. Okay, now we are working for this image, so let's move on the same class. I'm copying and only name changing, that is tag image display block, width 100%, height is also 100%. Okay, so see, now our content is done. Okay, so eighteen pixel from top. Okay, I have to create the whole effect. This, okay, I have to give the break tag here. Okay, so now let's move on our content. Okay, okay, it is about create the hover effect. That is in box shadow property is a 0 pixel, 0 pixel, 10 pixel. Promote the 10 pixel from left and right. This particular color. Okay, see, now I have to give here the transition effect. Transition is 0.5 second easy. Okay, now it is done. Now after completing this section, let's move on our next section. Okay, so the images below this content, so let just first design HTML code. So I have to create a section first. Team members. Okay. And div dot interior about and div dot item class div dot integer row class, and there is an div dot row interior row, sorry, interior column. Okay, so here there is an image. So image src is equal to im1.jpg. So here my image, and there is an name. Okay, so now I am copying this 2 times. So 2, here the 3, name it as a John Smith, and Kelly. Okay, so now we are styling our this content. So move on the section 2 in this HTML. Okay, now we are move on the next part, that is in our designing part for this particularly content. So Control C, and here the name it is in Control V. So I'm setting the margin as in 5% from top and bottom, and 5% from left and right. Okay, then interior theme. So display as an flex. Then we have this class, that is an interior row. So flex spaces is in 33%. Okay, width is in 100%. Height is in 15 vh. Box sizing is in border box, and padding property is a 20 pixel from top and bottom and 30 pixel for left and right. Okay, so our next class, that is an interior column image. Okay, so width is 100%, height that is 15 vh, display is in block. Okay, there is an I'm using the paper filler grayscale 1, and the filter grayscale 1. Okay, okay, now so okay, let's just see our okay, so the images are converted in a grayscale. So now I am creating the hover effect for this, that is same, copying this, this 0, this filter property is none. Okay, so see, I have to give here the transition effect. Transition 0.5 second easy. Okay, so let we move on our name. So the same one H2. So border that is 1 pixel solid black. Padding property is in 20 pixel. Okay, text align center. Background is text transformation is in uppercase. Sorry. Okay, so our the section is now going to be ready. Okay, there is this our theme section. Now let's move on our last, that is some padding difference in this particularly flex. Okay, our last section, this context section. Okay, so let's just design our last section, that is a data section. Okay, so the section with the class name is an interior contact 1 and my ID is contact. Okay, there is a division section that is named as an interior inner contact. Okay, div dot interior inner row class interior inner column class. Sorry, there is a division dot. Okay, div dot interior inner column class. Okay, so our heading that is name is interior. Okay, with an explanation 3. Okay, there is my email, so email your gmail.com name. Then we have p tag Peslorium content, Control C and Control V. Okay, and here div dot social icons. Okay, sorry, interior contact social class, because we have already used this class name before. Facebook square. Okay, then I have Instagram, then far LinkedIn square, and far Twitter square. No, I don't want square, only this. Okay, so this section is now ready, our inner row. So let's just copying this and Control V, and I am removing this content, and here I am creating a form. Okay, action is in hash ID, that is an form detail, and method is not, but this stuff method is get. Okay, now input type is equal to text, and here the name is equal to name, and placeholder, that is, please enter your name. Okay, and it is required field validator. Okay, so I'm copying this. Okay, name here, email, please enter your email, and here mobile, please enter your mobile number. Okay, next that we have text area class, so name it as a message, and not I'm setting the ID, so remove it, and column is a 10 and my row is 7 here. Okay, okay, so our text area is, yes, there is a placeholder message, placeholder is equal to give your opinion. Okay, and the last, that is the button, so I'm copying this button at the end order here after completing this. Okay, so before closing the section, there is an tag, and my class name is A1 design with heart icon, sorry, heart icon by my add control set. Okay, let's just check. Okay, so overall content is ready. Now we have to design like this. So let's move on our design part for this last section. So here the last section, that is name it as a section contact. So interior inner contact class. Just wait while I do this. There is some margin and padding before this content. So before this class, give interior contact 1 margin is 15 pixel and 0. Okay, 10 pixel from left and right. So okay, 10 pixel and 15 pixel to increase this. So let's give a percentage. So okay, so let's move on. Width is in 95%. Padding property is in 8% and 0, and display is in flex. Okay, now interior inner context. So copying this particularly class, control V. So padding property is a 0.15 pixel. Okay, and the flex, this is a 15%. Okay, so now we have this column for the column class. So control C, adding property is a 10 pixel and 0 from left and right. Font size is a 14 pixel. Color property is this, and font weight is bold. Okay, so that's for H2 we have the same font weight. Okay, padding property is in 10 pixel and 0. Okay, font size is a 20 pixel, font weight is a 500, and justify content self start flex start. Okay, let me check. Now we have to work on this P tag. So copying this and here renaming as in P, and adding property is in 20 pixel from top and bottom, 0 pixel for left and right. Font weight is of 500. Okay, and font size is 15 pixel. Okay, so the next we have this particularly class, that is interior contact social. So adding properties 14 pixel for top and bottom and 0 pixel for left and right, and we have this dot for class. Border is a 2 pixel solid. This adding property is 18 pixel. Font size is 25 pixel. Color is white, and border radius is 15 pixel. Sorry, let me check now. So now what is the problem? Yeah, here it is. Okay, so one, the reason color should be black. So now we have to create the hover effect for the social icons. That is in transform, translate y minus 10 pixel. Okay, and the color, okay, wait a while. Okay, color is okay, and here I have to use the transition effect. That is 0.5 second, you see. Let's check. Okay, so now 16 ready. Now we are working for our form. So text area, the width is 100%. Padding property is 12 pixel. Margin bottom, margin bottom is 17 pixel. Border property is none. Okay, and yes, border bottom I am setted. Border bottom is a 2 pixel solid BD140. Okay, so this, let's just check. Okay, so this design is ready. Now we are to design our last, that is this particularly class, that is interior contact 1.1 class. Color is this. Okay, and border is none. Padding property is a 20 pixel. Border radius is a 15 pixel. Background, the color is white. Okay, let's just check. Okay, so there is a difference, so I have to text align center property. Okay, and the color is a black. Color is black, and font size I have to define 15 pixel. Sorry. Okay, so okay, so now our last remaining part to give this Hawaii effect according to section. So now I have to write our JavaScript code at the end of this particularly section. So here, after completing this section, cd and js, okay, jQuery library. From this I have to select 3.4.1 and copying this URL and pasting here the script tag. Sorry. Okay, and now we are write our script code. So script dollar document dot ready function. Okay, so our dollar over this particularly name, where is this? Okay, so I have to go through name, ul and li, so I have to give the linking for this all this Architech. Okay, so in a single quotation I have to define name ul li a. Okay, and we have to create the click function, click function, and here there is an event. I have to create the event. Okay, and the curly braces. So this method, this attribute href is equal to dollar this dot attribute that is an href. Okay, so the link that I have given this, the same this attribute href offset is equal to dollar in the round bracket this my okay, 1 minute, Control C, and here Control V, sorry, shift Control C and Control V, dot offset dot top. Okay, now I have to give the animation effect. So dollar HTML for and my body section, so I have to give the animate. Okay, in that the scroll top, here I'm calling this attribute okay, curly braces and closes, and this could be done. And here I have to call this event dot prevent default should say done. Okay, so let's complete. Let's check our this animation effect first. Okay, this I have to give the class or ID name over here in a href. So I'm setting this Control C and here Control V. Okay, then here I have to create ID, that is name it as in my home. So here I am setting home. Let I check first it's working or not. Yes, it could be working now. So I am copying my all this ID first. So Control C, and here Control V. Now this about, Control C, and next content. Okay. Okay, so at the last I have to give a link my here. So here I am linking, and something is in home. Let's just check. Okay, so services, it could be done. Project, so this could be done. About section, so this is done now with this effect. Okay, and the last section, this is an about section with this, all this fact. Okay, let's top. So muting off. So thank you for watching my video. If you like my video, then share and subscribe my YouTube channel. Thank you.